Good evening, and I welcome you, students. We are going to solve sample question paper term 1 2021 2022 for class 10th science 086 section B today. Last time, student, I have solved section A sample paper class 10th term 1. Now, this time I will be solving section B for term 1 class 10th science. Section B consists of 24 questions. There are 24 questions, question number 25 to 48. Attempt any 20 questions from this section. The first attempted 20 questions will be evaluated. These are the instructions. So we are beginning with question number 1 on the screen, student. Question number 25 says limestone. You already know, student, what is the formula of limestone? This is my CaCO3. This is heated. When it is heated, what will happen? It will absorb heat. It will absorb heat, student. And it forms X and CO2. What is X? You already know, student. Calcium oxide is formed and carbon dioxide gas is formed. So this, when you will heat limestone, it will absorb heat. This is an example of endothermic process. This is endothermic process because heat is absorbed. And when you react X with water, student, you know what is the formula of slaked lime? Calcium hydroxide aqueous plus lot of heat is liberated. And this is an example of exothermic reaction. So first reaction is endothermic, it absorbs heat. Second reaction is exothermic, heat is evolved. Identify the correct option from the given table which represents the type of the reactions occurring. A is endothermic. He says that is not correct. So this cannot be the answer. This cannot be the answer, students. Then what he says, B is endothermic. Yes, B is endothermic and B is not exothermic. That is also wrong because B is exothermic. This is exothermic, student. So first step 1, this is my step 1 and this is my step 2. Step 1, as you can see, step 2 is exothermic and step 1 is endothermic. So next, step 1, he says, is endothermic. Yes, it is endothermic. And step 2 is exothermic. Yes, that is the correct answer. C is right. C is the correct answer. And D, both, that is also not correct. This is not correct. This is not correct. Therefore, the answer of the 25th question is C, student. Our answer is C. Let us go to the next question, students. Pay attention, stay focused, read the question very carefully. Unless you understand the question, you will not be able to answer any question. Let me be very clear. There is no mugging involved here. You have to see the given question information which is given. Pay attention, and then you try to answer the question after thinking, student, thinking. Don't answer anything. In which year the concentration of hydrogen ion is the highest? What do you mean by hydrogen ion, student? H ion concentration he is talking about. And what is given, student? This is a pH value and rain pH value. So you can see, student, what you see here. Here you see a line. Can you see the line, student? This is showing the pH. This is showing the rain pH. You know, rain itself is acidic. The rain pH value is shown like this, student. And these are the years. And you already know, student, what is the relationship between pH and hydrogen ion concentration. The formula is known to you, minus log of H plus, or is also equal to minus log of H3O plus. We have shown you already, student. There is a scale, pH scale, what you see, 0, pH 7, here is 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the pH, and 8, 9 up to 14, student, the pH scale. These are, you can see here, the pH is increasing. and here the pH is decreasing, student. And you know, these are acids, and here you have bases. Here you have bases. So 7 is neutral. 7 is a neutral, student. You already know about it. So the more the pH, the lesser is the hydrogen ion concentration. More acid mean what, student? In which your concentration of hydrogen ion. Hydrogen ion concentration means what, student? Less pH. Concentration highest. What do you mean by highest? Highest means less pH. The lowest the pH, what you can say, lowest the pH, student, highest will be the H plus concentration, hydrogen ion concentration. So which is the lowest pH? Lowest the pH, highest is the hydrogen ion concentration, highest is the hydrogen ion concentration. In which here you see the pH is lowest. You can see this pH in 202. What is the pH in 202? In 202, students, you can see this is 202 pH here, and in 208, where is 208? 208, student, the pH is very large. In 2011, then again pH is large. Then 205, this is the pH. So which is the lowest pH? Lowest pH, student, has the highest hydrogen ion. Highest hydrogen ion. So what is the answer then? What is the answer? This is the lowest pH. This is in which year? 2002. Then this is the correct answer. Our answer here is A, students. Answer is A. All right, let us move to the next question. The diagram shows the reaction between metal and acid. Now you already know, student, metal plus acid, what happens? If metal will react with acid, what will happen? You student, you know that it will produce a hydrogen gas. Metals react with acid and displace hydrogen gas. Reaction of metal with an acid, you know what is happening. There is a salt and hydrogen gas is formed, student. And what will happen? Let us see. Here you have zinc plus dilute HCl. Zinc reacts with dilute HCl, student. What is the result? You already know. Aqueous, dilute, solid, you will get ZnCl2, and you will get hydrogen gas, and some amount of zinc is left there. This is my A. Here what is happening? Magnesium is reacting with the dilute HCl. If a magnesium reacts with the dilute HCl, what is the result of this, student? Dilute HCl, aqueous. So you will get MgCl2 and hydrogen gas. And hydrogen gas goes up, student. These are the bubbles of hydrogen gas. And as you can see here, what you see, the magnesium is floating. Here magnesium is floating, student. As you can see here, zinc is not floating. Here iron reacts with the dilute HCl. Again, you can know the reaction of iron with sulfur. Iron reacts with dilute HCl. What will happen? You know the metals which are more reactive, metals which are more active than hydrogen will displace hydrogen. So if iron reacts with the dilute HCl, you also know that reaction from the reactivity or activity series, student. So here there is iron and dilute HCl. So you will get FeCl2 and hydrogen gas. Copper, you know, copper is less reactive than HCl. Copper plus HCl, no reaction. Dilute HCl, no reaction takes place. You know that copper is less reactive than hydrogen. Copper is below the reactivity series of hydrogen. Now let us see the question. What is the reason for different behavior of magnesium in test tube B? What is the different behavior? That magnesium is floating. These are not floating, student. What has happened? Magnesium is lighter than dilute HCl. No. Magnesium reacts with the dilute HCl to produce hydrogen gas, which helps in floating. Okay, that is correct, student. What has happened? That magnesium is reacting with the dilute HCl, and you know hydrogen gas is produced. This helps in floating. This is the correct answer. Magnesium reacts with to produce nitrogen gas. No, there is no nitrogen gas. There is no. This is not correct. And magnesium reacts with dilute. There is no carbon dioxide. As the only answer is B, which is very clear. I have explained in more detail, but without these reaction also you could have answered this question. Because magnesium reacts with dilute HCl, hydrogen gas is produced. That hydrogen gas sticks with the magnesium and it takes it up on the test tube. As you can see, it is floating because this magnesium is floating because the hydrogen gas will take it on the upper surface. The hydrogen gas sticks with the magnesium and it comes and floats. Okay, next question. Question number 28 is on the screen. The table below gives information about four substances. There are four substances A, B, C, D. Identify the ionic compound. Student, what do you mean by an ionic compound? When I say compound is ionic, there will be there, that means it is ionic. There are ions like this, A plus and B minus. And there are three properties which are given: melting point. Ionic compounds have high melting point, that we know. The melting point of ionic compounds is high. Electrical conductivity. Then he talks of electrical conductivity. In ionic compound, student, in solid, what about the electrical conductivity? It should be poor. Electrical conductivity, student, will they conduct electricity? In solid, it will be poor, student, that we already know, because in solid the ions are held together, they are not free. They are not free, there will be no conductivity. But in liquid and in aqueous, student, liquid and aqueous, they will become good conductors. They are good conductors. So based on these properties, we have to identify the ionic compounds from the given substances. Ionic substance we have to identify from the given substance. A melting point is low. It has a lower melting point. As you can see, these are higher. This is a low, student. Therefore, this is not the correct answer. You can see B has a high melting point, is high, student. Kelvin, in Kelvin, it is given in Kelvin scale. And solid, poor and good. Yes, this satisfies the condition. B is correct because melting point is high. In solid, it is poor, and in liquid aqueous, it is electric conductivity is high. It is correct choice. In C, what you find, student? C, what is the C? High melting point. Okay, correct. And solid, poor, and also you can see it is good in liquid, and then C is also the correct choice, student. In D, melting point is high, but solid poor and liquid also poor, then this becomes wrong. Therefore, the two answers which are correct are B and C. In which category is that? A, B, this will be B, student, B and C. Answer is B. Our answer is B. B has got B and C. They are ionic compounds because they satisfy these properties. High melting point, poor conductivity in solid, and good conductivity, electrical conductivity in liquid or aqueous phase. Let us come to the next question, student. Pay attention, pay attention. All questions require attention. Next, I am going to the question number 29. Vinay, observe the stain of curry. What is a stain of curry on a white shirt? Stain of curry. You have a white shirt. You have seen sometimes what color is that? Stain of curry. You know what is the color? This is the color of turmeric. You know turmeric, haldi, that is there on that. That is the color of turmeric, student. Color of turmeric. You know what is the color of turmeric? Yellow. White shirt becomes reddish brown when soap is rubbed. Soap. When you rub it with the soap, it changes color. Reddish brown. Now, student, you are aware that turmeric is a natural indicator. Turmeric, already studied the natural indicator, and it is, what is the color of it? Yellow in acids. And when you add a base, the color will change to reddish brown. Reddish brown, students. So when base will be there, the color will change, the natural indicator. When scrubbed, it turns yellow again. Okay? When scope is, but it turns yellow again when shirt is washed with plenty of the water. All right. When you wash it with plenty of the water, the color goes back. Plenty of water. Plenty of water. What will happen? The base is removed. Base is removed. The color goes back to yellow. This is yellow. Now, what it shows, soap is acidic in nature. No, Soap is basic in nature. That is correct, student, because base will change the color of turmeric from yellow to reddish brown. Turmeric is a natural indicator which gives reddish tinge in bases. That is correct. As I said, turmeric is a natural indicator, student. Therefore, this is correct. Turmeric is a natural which gives reddish tinge in acid. That is wrong. Then second and third are correct, are correct, are true. Then what it means, what is the answer? Where is second and third? Where is second and third, student? This is not correct. Then second and third, the answer is B. Answer is B, second and third. Answer is B, students. Okay, let us go to the next question. What is shown here, student? Question number 30 on the screen. In which of the following is bulb glow, student? Now you have seen this is an activity in the NCERT books. Why the bulb will glow? When electric current will flow, if electric current will flow, student, in the circuit, if electric current flows in the circuit, student, it is a circuit. You can see there, these are the two electrodes. There is a battery, there is a bulb, student, and there is a switch. What will happen if the this is a switch? When I will close the circuit, the bulb will glow if electric current flows in the circuit. And when the electric current flows, student, there should be ions. There should be free ions, student, in the solution. Ions in solution. So because if there will be free ions in the solution, then the current will flow. Now when you have hydrochloric acid, but you know what happens? Dilute HCl, it will react with water. What is formed, student? H3O plus and Cl minus. So there are ions. Therefore, the A is correct. Bulb will glow because there flow of current will take place. Bulb will grow. So HCl produces ions. HCl, you know, is an acid. Acid produce hydronium ions in the water. H ions in the water. Therefore, it will glow. Bulb will glow. Second, what is that? You have sugar solution. Sugar solution does not produce ion. No, then bulb will not glow. Will not grow. No ions. No ions. We call that sugar is a non-electrolyte. It is a non-electrolyte. There are no ions, student. It does not produce any ions. Therefore, bulb will not glow. Third is alcohol. There are no ions and bulb will not glow. Here also no current will be there, no flow, no ions, no bulb will not glow. Next is a lime water. What is lime water, student? Yes, it has got ions in solution. Lime water, there are ions in solution, student. Lime water, you know, calcium hydroxide, aqueous, student. It has calcium ions and hydroxide ions. So there are ions, student, in the solution. It will glow. It will glow. So what is the correct answer then? What choice is there, student? We have second and fourth. Both are correct. Then where is second and fourth, student? Where is second? First and fourth. This is not second and fourth. First and fourth, student. First and fourth. First is correct and fourth is correct. So first and fourth, number one and fourth. These are correct, first and fourth. Where is first and fourth, student? Where is first and fourth in this question? Question number 30, student. First and fourth, B. As you can see, student, the B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. It has first and four, first and four. First and four, the bulb will glow, and hence B is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Pay attention, student. Pay attention. This is very important. Nowadays, you are having assertion and reason. What is an assertion, student? Assertion is a statement, student. Assertion here is a statement. First you identify whether the given statement is either true or false. Either true or false. Then you have a reason. And then it is also a statement, student. Try to find out whether the reason is true or false. true or false. You will read it, then you will know whether it is true and false. And you can see here the type of answers. Answer A says both A and R are true. This is my A and this is my R, student. If both are true and R is the correct explanation of A, what we are trying to say, R is the correct explanation of A. If A is correct, R is correct, assertion is correct, reason is correct, and the reason is the correct explanation of assertion, then the answer will be A, student. Then our answer is A. Okay? And if what we are saying, second, both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation. It is true, but R is not the correct explanation. Then the answer is, student, B. Then our answer is B. And if A is true, but R is false, this first statement is true, second is wrong, then the answer is C. If A is false, but R is true, if A is false, R is true, then the answer is D. As you can see, the trick is D is the easiest. As soon as, student, the assertion becomes wrong, assertion false is only in one case, that is a D. If assertion is false, then we go to D straight away. It is clear. Pay attention, focus on the question, and then only answer. These are very good question, intelligent question. You have to think before you answer the question. Read the question carefully, read the assertion carefully, read the reason carefully, then you will find the answer. Let us see the question number 31. Fresh milk in which baking soda is added takes longer time to set a curd, student. First is assertion, whether the assertion is true or false. True or false, student. So you know what is baking soda. Baking soda, student, NaHCO3. Baking soda is a slightly basic. It is basic in nature. It is a weak base. It is basic. It is a weak base. It is added in milk. Actually, it is a preservative, and it is added in the milk. What happens when milk forms curd, student? What happens? You know, milk forms curd. What happens, student? This is lactic acid is produced. Lactic acid is produced, but this is a base. If base will be added, then what will happen? There will be delay in the formation of the curd. There will be delay in the formation of the curd because it will neutralize some of the lactic acid. Some of the lactic, because it is a base, but you know, base reacts with acid. And when acid is less, what will happen? The formation of curd will be delayed. Therefore, we can say that assertion that fresh milk in baking soda takes a longer time, this statement is true. True. So first assertion is true here, student. I identified. Second reason, baking soda decreases the pH value of the fresh milk by below 6. Now again, student, what is the pH? You have, this is 7, and here you have 14, 0. This is our pH scale, student. As you go down this side, pH less acidic and pH more than this basic. You have seen the pH scale. Now what is saying? If you add base, this is base, what will happen? Will the decrease the pH means more acidic? No, that is not correct. Below 6, it is not correct because it is base. Base will increase the pH. You know, base will increase the pH. Base increases pH, student, not decreases pH. Base NaHCO3. What is that? Baking soda. Baking soda is a base. Base increases pH. Therefore, this statement is false, student. This reason is wrong. Reason is false. Then A is true, but R is false. Then what is the answer, student? What is the answer? A is true, R is false. Then our answer is C. What is the answer of 31, students? Answer is C. Do you got it? Okay, next question. Again, we have the same choices. Question number 32, assertion. Decomposition of vegetable matter into composed in an endothermic reaction. First, you find out whether the assertion A is true or false. You know, endothermic and exothermic reaction. Endothermic reactions are those which absorb heat. Most of the decomposition reactions are endothermic. But Here is an exception. Decomposition of water into compose is not an endothermic reaction. This is exothermic reaction. So assertion is not true, is false, student, because this is a exothermic reaction. Exothermic, not endothermic. So this statement is false. Assertion is false. What about the reason? Decomposition reaction involve breakdown of single reactant into simpler products. This statement is true. This statement is true. So students, here A, what is there? What is the answer then? A is false. As I said, the trick is as soon as A is false, this is only the D choice. And R is true. Then what is the answer, student? Answer is D. Think critically, pay attention, you will get on the answers. Let us go to the next question, students. Question number 33. Resins and gums are stored in old xylem tissue in plant, student. In plant. Now you already know, student, assertion here. Is the assertion true or false, student? What do you say assertion is? You already know that in plants, what happens in plants, student? Resins and gums, excretion. You are aware of the excretion in plants. In the animals, you know how we are excreting. But how the plants excrete? They excrete through resins and gums, and they are present in the old xylem tissue in plants. So what you are saying, student, in question number 33? So this statement is correct. Assertion is true, student. Assertion is true. Let us see the reason here. Resins and gums facilitate transport of water molecules. This statement is not true, student. This statement is false, because you already know they are used for excretion by the plants. Excretion by the plants. So they do not facilitate transport of the water. No, this is true. This is false. Then what is the answer, student? Assertion true, but reason false. Assertion true, reason false. Then our answer is C, student. Answer C. All right. Next question. What is says, student? Sky appears blue in the daytime. Tell me, is it true or false? This is a true, student. The sky appears blue in the daytime due to scattering of light. You have read it, students. What is scattering of light? The blue color is scattered most because there are particles, very, very tiny particles in the air, and it appears blue. This statement is true, student. White light is composed of 7 colors, student. You have seen when a prism is passed, the white light splits into 7 colors. Actually, white light consists of millions of colors, but what you see, 7 colors. You have seen the spectrum, 7 colors of white light: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So the reason is you have seen white light, student. It splits up into 7 colors, with violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. When you pass it through a prism, glass prism, you have seen it. So this statement is also true. Now both are true. The next question is, does that the correct explanation for the sky be blue, student? Is it the correct explanation? No. No, reason is not the correct explanation. Reason is not correct explanation, student. Reason is not the correct explanation. Reason is not the correct explanation for the assertion. For the assertion, because the reason is scattering of light, not that light consists of 7 colors. Then which that is why the sky is appearing blue. Therefore, both are true. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation. Then what is the answer? Both A, R are true, student, but R is not the correct explanation. Therefore, our answer to this question, student, will be B. Answer is B, student, in this case. Answer B. Let us move to the next question. The table shows a reaction of few elements with acids and bases. Students, evolve hydrogen. Element A reacts with acid and B. Okay? Element A is reacting with acid as well as base, and they evolve hydrogen gas. That you already know. Which of these elements form amphoteric oxide, student? What you have read about? What are amphoteric oxides? You know, certain oxides are amphoteric. They can act both as acid and base. You already know the example. Alumina oxide is amphoteric. Zinc oxide is amphoteric. So they can react with acid and base, and then they will produce acids, hydrogen gas. Then they will liberate hydrogen gas. Let us see what is the information given, student. A does not react with acid, does not react with base, then this is not the correct answer. B, yes, B reacts with acid as well as base. Therefore, this is correct. This is amphoteric because it is reacting with acid and base. And C reacts with acid but not with the base. Then this is also not correct. D reacts with acid as well as base, student. Therefore, it is which of these elements form amphoteric oxide? Therefore, element D will form amphoteric oxide. Element B will form amphoteric oxide, student. Then which is the correct answer? B and you have B, element B and element D. Where are B and D, students? B and D. So what will be the answer? Elements B and D. Okay? Elements B and D. Where are they, student? The answer is in B. Our answer to the question is B, student. B and D are the two elements which can form amphoteric oxides, which will react with acid and base both. And base both. Okay. Next question. Next question is coming, student. In which of the following organism, student, blood flows through the heart only once during one cycle of passage through the body? Now you are aware of, you have read the chapter in the NCRT. You know that fishes, what they said, fishes have only two chambers to their heart, and the blood is pumped to the gills, is oxygenated there and passes directly to the rest of the body. Uh, Directly to the rest of the body. Blood goes only once through the heart in fish. Blood goes blood goes only once through the heart. Through the heart. Okay? In the fish. In the fish, student. So there is only one cycle of passage. During only one passage. So what is important, student? Blood flows to the heart only once during one cycle. Okay? Blood goes only once through the heart in fish. Only once during one cycle. During one cycle. Is it clear? You know, you have seen the fish, how they are opening their mouth all the time in the water. They, now here, let us see, rabbit is not a fish, frog is not a fish, whale, and this is not a fish. This is not correct. This is, then yes, this shark, dogfish, yeah, they are fish, student. Then what is the correct answer for 36, student? D is the correct answer. Our answer is D, student. Next question. Next question, student. What is common between extensive network of blood vessels around walls of alveoli and nephron, student? Now you have seen, student, they are both thin capillaries, THIN. Both are thin capillaries. They are both thin capillaries, student, because the transport is easier, is very good when the capillaries are thin. Both are thin, and you know, both are richly supplied with blood. Both are richly supplied with blood, student. What is then? Thin walled arteries richly supplied. Thick walled, these are not thick, that is wrong. They are thin. Thin walled veins, no, poorly, that is also not correct. Thick walled capillary, that they are not thick, student. Thin walled capillaries richly supplied, that is the correct, because both are thin capillaries, they are richly supplied with blood. Answer is D, student. Okay, next question. Question 38 is on the screen. Plants use completely different process for excretion. Now he is talking of excretion in plants. And in animals, how we are excreting, you are urinating, you are passing the stool and sweating. But plants, what the plants are doing, there is, transpiration in the plants also take place. There are resins and gums in old xylem, and plants also excrete their waste product in the soil. You have read about it. Which one of the following is not process is not followed by plant? Now here, note he's saying, note, be sure that you read the question, each and every word, each and every line. First, they can get rid of excess water by transpiration. This is true. Correct. They selectively filter toxic substance through the leaves. Is it correct? What happens in the leaves of the plant, student? The leaves are having green color pigment, chlorophyll. They are manufacturing food there. So what is important, student? This is not correct, student. This statement is not true. Not true. I am saying not. Waste products are stored as resins. Resins, yes, that is true. They excrete waste substance oil. That is also true. Then our answer not, which is not then answer 38, student. Our answer is B. Read the statement carefully. What question has been asked? According to that, you answer the question, students. Now let us come to some more interesting questions, student. Now we are coming to question number 39. 39. Pay attention. I always say, student, pay attention to each and every question before you answer the question. Power of a lens, student. You have studied the lens formula. What is the formula of a power of a lens? Power of a lens is defined as 1 by f. This the units are D. D is our diopter, and f is, student, f is in meters. You know about this. So power is 1 by f. Power is 1 by f, student. Then if power is given, you are given power is minus 4.0 D. That means it is 1 by f, student. Then what is f? Minus 1 by 4. Okay? And since it is D, f is in meters, student, minus 1 by 4 meters. This answer is coming, student, in meters, m. So what will be this value? What will be this value, student? This will be minus 1 by 4. Minus 1 by 4 will be how much? 0.25 meter, and that will become minus 0.25 into 100 centimeter. So that becomes minus 25 centimeter is the focal length. Okay? It means that the lens is focal length is minus, student. So if focal length is minus, student, then what type of lens it should be? There are two types of lenses you have studied. What type of you have studied? That concave lens, student. Convex lens has a positive focal length. Convex lens has a positive focal length. You know about that convex lens. The light rays are coming, and this is the focus of a convex lens, student. This is positive sign convention and negative sign convention. You are aware of the sign convention, student? SIGN. So positive and negative sign convention you have already studied, student. So the convex lens has a positive focal length, then but concave lens, concave lens, student, you are aware of the concave lens. It is a diverging lens. It is a diverging lens, student. So what happens if a ray of light goes like this? What happens, student? It is diverged, and this is f1, student. This is negative f1. This is having a negative focal length. Which one? Because the object is also on the same side, and this is a negative axis. Negative sign convention. Student, check the sign convention. Therefore, student, this must be a concave lens, and and then what is the focal length, student? Concave lens of focal length. uh, what is this, student? Concave lens. It is a concave lens, and focal length is almost minus 25 centimeter. Then the answer is C, student. Answer is C. Concave lens minus 25 centimeter. You have only one option. That answer is C. Read the sign convention very carefully, because that is very important, student. Convex lens has always a positive focal length, and concave lens has a negative focal length. uh, because the sign convention, you try to see that. We have told you in the mirror formula. I have uploaded many videos on the sign convention for the spherical mirrors and the lenses. You can go and observe that. Okay, answer of this question is C, students. Answer is C. Next question. This is the same question. Next question, student. Question number 40 is coming on the screen, student. Pay attention, pay attention. Be careful, student. The information should be read very carefully and should be, you try to draw the pictures and then you will get an answer. Rays from sun converge at a point 15 centimeter in front of a concave mirror. Do you know what is a concave mirror, student? This is a rays from sun are coming from infinity, student, infinity parallel rays. Then what? Where will they meet, student? Where will they converge? You know, it is a converging mirror, concave mirror. Concave mirror is a converging mirror, student, and they will meet at focus. This point, you know, is the focus of the concave mirror. This is my pole. These are the parallel rays. They are coming. Where should an object be placed so that its image is equal to, the size of the object, student, size of the object. What is the value of this given? 15 centimeter. This distance is 15 centimeter, student. You already know we have drawn the ray diagrams for the concave mirror. If you want an image of equal size, then where you have to put it, student? If you want an image of the equal size, then it should be, must be, where should you put the image, student? At the center of curvature. This is my center of curvature. So if you will put the object at C, student, which will be how much? Double this. You know, this will be R will be equal to 2F, which will be 30 centimeter in front of concave mirror. In front of concave mirror, student. There F is negative, F is minus actually, as you can see, because it is a concave mirror. Then you will get an image of equal size. You know that you will get an image of equal size. So let me say what I'm trying to say, student. This is your concave mirror. This is your F. This is your C, student. If the object is here, you will get an inverted image of this here. So this is at C, which is of same size, student, same size. You have seen the diagrams. We have drawn this diagram, student. So uh, uh, this is the focal length, and this is, you have drawn the images, student. It will pass through the focus and the other will pass through this, so they will intersect at this point. This is of the same size. You have AB, and what you are getting is A dash, B dash. So here the size of object, okay, so this is equal to size of image. So student, what is the correct answer, student? Then in this case 30 centimeter in front of the concave mirror. So which is the correct answer? 30 centimeter from the concave mirror. That is the answer, is student A. Answer is A in this case. Okay, next question. Question number 41, student. In which of the following group of organism food material is broken down outside the body and then absorbed it? In what we are doing, we are eating the food. Our food is broken inside the body, But what are those, student, where the food is broken outside? You already know, student, in which case it will happen, where the food will be broken outside, student. So you are already aware. There are some organisms which break down the food materials outside the body and then absorb it. These organisms are, what are these organisms, students? You know about the fungi, student, like yeast and fungi, yeast, bread molds, students, and what you have, mushroom. So what they do, they will break down. ठीक है? In which of the following food they will break down the food outside the body and then absorb it. So this is not correct. And then yeast, mushroom, bread. This is the correct answer. This is correct. This are not no. They are wrong, student. So our answer of the question 41 is student B. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next question. What happens here, student? In a person, the tubal part of nephron is not functioning at all, but will be its effect on the urine formation. You know that your kidney filters is a filter. Actually, it has a large number of filtration units. Kidney has large number of filtration unit, which you call as nephrons, students. And in the nephrons, what will happen in the person, the tubal part of nephron is the filtering unit which is present in the kidney. Large number of these are there. If it is not functioning, what happens? Excess of water will be there in the urine. There will be excess water in the urine. If water is in excess, what will happen? Then more water means what? More water means there is a diluted urine. Diluted urine, student. More water, then urine will not be formed. That is not correct. That is not correct. Urine is more concerned. No, urine is more diluted. That is the correct answer. So answer is D, student. Let us come to the next question, student. Next question, again what we are saying, student. Question, next question is coming. If a real image of a candle flame, if a real image of a candle flame, student, if a real image of a candle flame, if a real image of a candle flame is formed, students, by the lens is three times, real image of a candle flame is formed by a lens is three times the size of the flame, and the distance between lens and image is 80 centimeter. At what distance should the candle be placed? First of all, read the question carefully. Real image of a candle flame. Real image, student. Tell me which lens forms real image. You are aware that concave lens always forms virtual and erect image. Therefore, it is very clear, student, that this is not going to be a concave. It is going to be a convex lens. It is a convex lens, student. This lens is convex. Since the real image is there, this is real and inverted image, student. Convex lens always forms real and inverted image. Convex lens is always forming real and inverted image. You already know about it. Further, he says is formed by the lens is three times the size of the flame. What that means? Magnification, student. Magnification is given. What is magnification? Height of image divided by height of object. Height of image divided by height of object is how much? Three is three times. Three, student. Height of image by height of object. This is also equal to, student, V by U. You know, V by U. Magnification formula V by U. But it is a convex lens, student. Since it is a convex lens, then what will be the magnification of the convex lens? Let us see. This is my convex lens, student. What happens? Real image are formed three times. Then that means, student, if this is my F and this is my 2F, if you have an object something like this, student, and this is your F and this is your 2F, what will happen, students? So if you have a ray of light parallel to the principal axis, it passes through focus, and if a ray of light is this, it will pass through this. You will see a, this is a magnified image. You can see this is AB, student, and what you are getting, A dash, B dash. This is a real and inverted and enlarged image. Enlarged image, student. So this magnification here is enlarged. Then what is happening, student? You are given magnification sign. I am taking now -3, student, -3, because here you can see the image is inverted, and you already know that you have m is equal to -3, which is also equal to what do you want to find out? What is distance should the candle be placed? You want to find out u when the distance image is 80 centimeter. Image is 80 centimeter means what? Distance between lens and image, V is how much, student? V is 80 centimeter. So -3 is equal to, student, 80 by u. U is the distance of the object. Then what you will get, student? U will be equal to minus, this is 80 centimeter, minus 80 by 3 centimeter. What you are getting? Minus 80 by 3 centimeter. As you can see, student, the object distance has to be negative, because object is always placed in front of the lens. Therefore, u has to be negative. You are getting a negative value, and the image is 3 times real and inverted. This can be found only by a convex lens. Therefore, our answer is D, student. Answer D. Pay attention, student. Answer D. All right. Next, we are next question, students. What it says, student? This is, we are looking at the above diagram. Nalini concluded the following, student. What is this, student? This is a concave mirror. As you can see, the light is incident. If the light is incident, the center of curvature, student, where it will pass? It has to pass from the center of curvature. Center of curvature. And this object is between C and F. If the object is between C and F, what happens, student? Then I can say it will pass through focus. And what is going to happen, student? As you can see, they will may meet something like this, student. Let us see what is the information which is given, students, to us. If it is a concave mirror, ठीक है? Concave mirror. Then what happens? While looking at the above, nullly calculate the image of the object will be virtual. Is it virtual? No, this is not correct. Image of the object is no, student. The reflected ray will travel the same path as the incident ray, but in opposite direction. Okay, that is correct. In the opposite direction. This is correct, student. Second is correct. Then this is correct statement. Correct statement. The image of the object will be inverted. Yes, it is inverted. As you can see, if this is AB, what you are getting? A dash, B dash. This is correct, student. 3 is also correct. This is a concave mirror, hence focal length will be negative. Yes, this is a concave mirror. Concave mirror has a focal length negative because it is the negative sign convention. Negative sign convention, student. In the sign convention, this is negative sign, this is positive side. Sign convention you have studied, student. Okay, that is also correct. Fourth is also correct. Second, third, fourth are correct. Where are they? Where are they, student? Second, third, and fourth. The answer is, student, C. Second, third, and fourth are correct. Okay. Next question is coming, student. Here, what is happening, student? Medium 1. This is a light ray, incident ray. This is making an angle 1. It is coming. This is my normal. This is my normal, student. And you can see that refraction is taking place. Refraction. It is bending towards the normal. bending towards normal, student. What it means, student, that this should have gone like this, but it is bending towards the normal, bending towards the normal. Therefore, this is a rare medium. This is a denser medium, student, rare medium. And this is a denser medium, student. This medium is rare. This, then what happens again? It goes, and now it should have gone like this, student, but it is bending away from normal. It is bending away from normal. That means, student, medium 3, what type of medium is this? This is rare medium. Now you have a rare medium. So this is rare. This is a denser, student. This is again a rare medium, rare medium. Finally, it goes here and then it is going towards fourth. In the above diagram, light is traveling through different media. It is noted by scientists. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. What it means? This angle and these angles are equal. That means, student, the medium 1 and medium 3, medium 1 is equal to medium 3. That means both the mediums are same, student. That means medium 1 and 3 are same. Is clear? So which of the following statement would be correct, student? ठीक है? But angle 1 is equal to 3 is equal to 4, but angle 2 is less than 1. Okay. Medium 1 is denser than medium 3, but its density is equal to medium 2. No. Then medium 2 is rare. No, student. Medium 2 is denser. Medium 2 is denser. That is also not correct. Medium 3 is denser than medium 1. No, medium 3 and medium 1 are same, student. Medium 1 and 3 are essentially same. Correct. Medium 2 is denser than 1 and 3. That is correct. That is why the rays bend towards the normal. Therefore, our answer is D, student. The correct answer is D. Okay. Next question. The refractive index of flint glass, student. Refractive index of flint glass is 1.65, and the refractive index of alcohol is 1.36 with respect to air. With respect to air, student. This is also with respect to air. Now it says, what is the refractive index of flint glass? You want to find out refractive index of flint glass with respect to refractive index of alcohol, student. Now the catch is very simple, student. Here, with respect to will, then if I want to find this refractive index, student, refractive index of the flint glass with respect to alcohol, glass with respect to alcohol, this alcohol is with respect to will come in the denominator. So what you have is a refractive index of flint glass. Refractive index of flint glass will come on the top. Refractive index of alcohol will come at the bottom, student. Let me say, this will be the refractive index of alcohol with respect to will come in the denominator, and on the top will come, student, on the top will come the refractive index of the flint glass. So you can easily have this formula. I'm not deriving the formulas here because I don't need to do that, but I'm giving you a simple trick which we can do. So what is then 1.65? It is a number. And what is for alcohol? 1.36, student. So what answer you will get, student? What answer you are going to get? What answer you are going to get, student? In this case, if you divide 46, answer of this will be 1.21. 1.21. So the answer is B, students. Answer is B. All right, student. Next question is on the screen. Pay attention. Pay attention, student. What it says, student. You have seen this is a convex lens. Convex lens, and here is an object. Object is placed in front of the convex lens. Now, when object is this is an object AB. AB is placed in front of the convex lens between O and F. Then you get what you are getting is a virtual image. This is a virtual image erect and enlarged image. Now, what is the question? The above lens has a focal length of 10 centimeters, student. Convex lens. Convex lens, student. Where is the focus of convex lens? On the, this is our positive sign convention. This is our negative sign convention, student. If I go this side, you already know this point is O, positive and negative. The convex lens has a positive focal length. F is positive for convex lens. Sign convention, be careful. So this is given plus F is equal to how much? Plus 10 centimeter. Put it the value here. The object of height 2 millimeter. Height of the object, student, 2 millimeter, but this is centimeter, then 2 by 10.2 centimeter, student, height of the object. Now, is placed at a distance of 5 centimeter from the pole. That means U, what is U? Distance of the object from the pole. This distance, how much, student? 5 centimeters. U is always negative. U is always negative for both the lenses. You are putting towards the negative sign axis, negative sign convention. So what is U, student? Minus 5 centimeter. Find the height of the image, student. What is the formula? You already know. Height of image divided by height of object, student, is equal to magnification formula, that is equal to V by U, student. Height of the image by height of the object is equal to V by U. U you know, and height of the object you know. You have to find the value of V. Then what we have to do? Find value of V, student. Find the value of V. How will you find V, student? What is the lens formula, student? Apply the lens formula. What is the lens formula? 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. Therefore, 1 by V will be equal to 1 by F plus 1 by U, student. What is F? 10 centimeter. What is U, student? Plus minus 5, student. Then what it becomes? 1 by 10 minus 1 by 5. LCM 50, 10, 5 the minus 5, 10 the. So what you will get? 1 by V is coming equal to, student, minus 5 by 50, which will be equal to minus 1 by 10 centimeter will equal to V is equal to, student, 10 centimeter minus 10 centimeter. So you are getting V equal to minus 10 centimeter. As you can see, the image is formed to the left hand side. To the left hand side, the sign convention also says this is the image. This is our V, student. This is our U. So this has to be negative because it is formed on the left hand side. Let us put the value, student. But you have to find the height of the image, student. Height of the image is equal to, what is the height of the image? I, height of the object is equal to V by U, student. What is V? Minus 10. And what is U? U is also minus 5. So what you get, student? This you are getting plus 2 centimeter. Plus 2 centimeter, student. And what is the height of the object is given? How much? Height of the object is 0.2 centimeter. Then height of the image is equal to height of the object into 2. What is the height of the object? 0.2 into 2, that comes to be 0.4 centimeter, student. Here they are given millimeters, which will be equal to how much? 4 millimeter. 4 millimeter is the answer, student. Where is the 4 millimeter? And this is positive height of the as you can see, image is on the top above the principal axis. It is positive, student. Therefore, what is our answer, student? Answer is C. This is plus 4 millimeter. Which is that? That is the height of the image. The answer is C. Note down, important question. Such questions will be there in the exam, students. All right, student. The last question is on the screen from section B. Pay attention, student. A cable manufacturing unit tested few elements on the basis of physical properties. Cable. You know what the cables are used for? Electrical cables. Electrical cables. They are used for what, student? Cable, wires. Copper wire is used in your home for conducting current. So the properties of these are, they should be malleable, they should be ductile, and they should be electrical conductivity. What properties should the cable has? It, the most important thing, we can form wires only if they are ductile. They should be ductile, student. Ductile means you can form wires. And then melting point should be high, student. Because if melting point is low, what will happen? Current will flow, the wire will melt. High melting point is required so that the wire does not melt. And then electrical conductivity, yes, there should be good. There should be electrical conductivity, yes. Electrical conductivity, yes. All these properties are required, student. Okay? They should be what we are saying in this case, student. A cable, few elements, tested few elements on the basis of which of the above were discarded, student, which were not accepted by the company. Read the question carefully. Here says discarded means they are not fit. They are not fit. They do not have the properties which they should have to become a good electrical cable. So it should have high melting point. It should be ductile. It should be having electrical conductivity. If these properties are not there, we cannot take them, student. W. What is W? It is malleable, okay. It is ductile, good. It is electrical conductivity, yes, student. And it is high. It is high. W has got the properties. W has got the properties, student, which are required for a cable. For a cable. So W our is correct. W is correct, student. So W can be used for cable. It satisfies the conditions to become fakeable. X says it is not malleable, it is not ductile, then it is, if no wires can be produced. Not a ductile means wires cannot be made. No wires can be made, student. Then it is not correct. Y also is a not ductile, so I don't go. Z, he says malleable, ductile, but electrical conductivity is not there. Wires will be there, but it will not conduct electricity. This cannot be used, student. Then which of the elements were discarded? Which we are discarded? X we are discarding. Y we are discarding. Z we are discarding. Discard these elements, student. X, Y, Z. Which is the correct answer then? X, Y, Z, student. This to be discarded. This is the correct answer. Our correct answer is B, students. Make sure, students, what I have tried to do, explain each and everything very clearly, read the statement very carefully, and unless you understand a question, you cannot answer. No mugging, nothing. You have to read it and understand it, then answer the question. Okay, this ends the section B, students. Then I will meet you in section C for the 10th CBSE term 1 released by the CBSE. Bye bye, and my best wishes to all of you.